Hi Tanner, this is Alan Cockrell with ABC Camps, former hitting coach of the Colorado Rockies and the Seattle Mariners. I'm going to analyze your swing. Tanner, the first things that I look for in setup or in the swing process is the setup. And the first thing that we try to pay attention to, or I try to pay attention to, is a good balanced position from setup into the load, into the swing, and into the finish. And balance for me, Tanner, is keeping our knees inside of our feet and our head inside of our knees. Okay, so we're in a very, very good setup position right here. You're balanced, you're square to the plate, everything looks good. We're going to run this forward. We're going to take it to the load phase. Okay, let me get rid of these lines. We're going to take it to the load phase, and as we load, I start to see your head get over this backside just a little bit. Okay, so we're in this position as opposed to more into here. Okay, and what happens, Tanner, when the head gets over the backside and this knee is over this back foot or even outside of this back foot, we have a tendency to either want to sit on that back leg and spin and open with our front side, or we have a tendency to push straight up in the air as opposed to driving forward into this front leg and driving into that front thigh, transferring energy. Okay, so I'm going to erase this. We're going to move a little bit forward. We're going to take it to touchdown or foot down. Okay, when your foot gets down, as you can see, we're just a little bit stuck over this backside. Okay, when we get the heel planted on the ground, as it is right here, okay, you've now seen the ball and you're about to make your first move to the ball. Again, we're looking for equal bend in both knees. Okay, and we got a little bit of bend here. The one thing that I want to point out to you is we're starting to leak open just a little bit with this front hip, starting to leak it open to the pull side of the field. And part of this is because I think, Tanner, we're getting stuck a little bit on our backside. Okay, we hear the term stay back. Basically, for me, what staying back means is I simply want to keep this knee inside this foot. Okay, I don't want to get this knee forward and get it out here over this front foot. All right, the other thing I look for is to make sure that this front foot is not any more open than 45 degrees. You're in a pretty good shape there. The only thing that concerns me is getting stuck on your backside, sitting on your backside, and just a little bit leaky with that front hip. I would be interested to talk to you and know that how you handle off-speed pitches, change-ups, curveballs, how you handle pitches that are on the outer half of the plate or outer third of the plate. But from this position, we're probably going to spin open, and we're probably going to be effective pulling the ball and not so effective handling the ball out here on the outer half of the plate, somewhere out in here. Okay? Okay, Tanner, now as we move into the actual swing phase, I'm going to run forward and I'm going to see what the first move is. And the first move, as you can see, is this front side opening or spinning, and I think it's all as a result of your head being over your backside. Okay, we'd like to get this head more over here around the belt buckle, somewhere in this area. So it's okay to make a positive move into the ball as long as this front knee does not get out over this front foot. All right, all right, and you have room to actually gain a little ground with your stride, maybe to here, and then actually keep your head more around the belt buckle area, right in here. Because we're sitting on this backside, we have a tendency to want to spin open just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to move forward a little bit more. Okay, we can see that we're starting to spin just a little bit open. The barrel is starting, maybe dragging just a little bit behind you. At this point, the hands should probably be more in front of your body at about this position. One thing I do like is we're not exposing the angle of the bat in the hitting zone yet. That's good. Okay, we're going to go forward. And as we get to contact, all right, it looks like this pitch was middle in. You get very good extension with your hands, taking the barrel straight back towards the pitcher. If I were to run it forward even one more click, that's outstanding extension. Okay, I'm going to run it back. The other thing I like, Tanner, is that your head and your eyes are looking right down the barrel. Okay, it's a very good position with your head staying on the baseball. The other thing that I like is that we're palm up and palm down with your hands. That's a very powerful position. As we move forward into the finish process, your head stayed down in the hitting area for a good length of time after the ball left the bat, and you finish under balance pretty well. So to kind of wrap this thing up, I would like to see you just get a little bit more of a positive move, keeping that head more over the belt buckle instead of keeping that head on your backside so that we don't spin. It's going to give us a better opportunity to handle pitches outer half, outer third. It's going to give us a better chance to handle breaking balls as you get a little bit older and you start to see more of them. So, Tanner, I appreciate you sending us your video, and I wish you all the luck. Thanks, buddy.